the second week of classes, but the first week of classes officially starting, because last week we could try out different levels to see which class was most suitable, and starting from this week you can't change the class you've chosen. So yeah, whoever's in my class today is actually in my class and they've chosen this class. So I think classwork and everything is also going to ramp up in terms of intensity and speed, because last week as well none of us had our textbooks, whereas this week we should have our textbooks by now because we've chosen the right class. So I'm ready for it to be intense. Had lunch and just got home. Usually I would actually prefer to stay outside of my house, but there aren't many places to work from at the uni because we still don't have access to the library. I mean, I know I went last week, but that's because I was somehow allowed in, whereas now without a student card and registration and stuff you can't enter. And when I actually went in there was no person manning the library door, so that's how I got in, but now there is, so we are not allowed in. And yeah, there's nowhere else really to work from. I think if you find an empty classroom you're allowed to, but we all went outside of the campus to eat lunch anyway, so I thought I might as well just come home. I have so much to do and everything is just here. Nanjing. I've been studying Mandarin on and off all afternoon. It's already dark outside. I've also been trying to look online to buy the remaining textbooks that I need to buy, but it's pretty much the same price as what they're selling at the school, so I'm going to just buy them all tomorrow afternoon at the school shop. And now I've got to work. I'm starting my work.
Of design decisions that can be transformed and distributed to all the platforms we need.
I just did my first workout in about a month. Oh my gosh, I'm so weak now. I was gonna join the gym initially, that was my plan, to join a local gym, but A, it's quite a lot more expensive than it is in the UK/Portugal, and B, with my hectic schedule there's not really extra time to commute to the gym and back. And when I'm at the gym I don't actually use the machines, I mainly just use the yoga mat and the weights. So I just ordered myself an exercise mat at home and some weights and dumbbells myself, so I can just do it at home, and I have my AC here as well, and it's just more convenient. Guys, it is so hot and humid. I woke up so late, but I made it. I'm not late to class. Oh my gosh, I actually can't believe it. I can't believe it. Clearly I was that exhausted. Get a number. We're ordering. You always have to use your phone for everything. We're at Luck and Coffee, but not the one that I was at before. I'm at a new one which is next to the canteen, the school canteen, which I didn't realise was even here. And I've ordered my latte, and it was 10 by 92. So how much is that? Like £1.50?这是他的第一次尝matcha，干杯，尝一尝。你喜欢吗？啊，喜欢。
双，
We finished the travel Chinese class, which ended up being a Chinese history and culture class. Because he introduced us to Li Bai, who I already know is a famous Chinese poet. He made us read the poetry. He like wrote the poetry on the board and he got all of us individually to read the poem. And then we went to the office to try and pick up our medical report examination results. So like we need this document to apply for our residence permit, but the teacher said we have to go back on Thursday in 2 days time. And it's really weird because in the office I was talking English with one student, which was very strange because I don't speak English to students, as we all know. It's raining once again. I just picked up my bouncer for my breakfast during our class break. Canteen today to eat. We're trying one of the different restaurant places. It was 12.8 for this. Very basic and simple, but I got vegetables. So it stopped raining for now. Class is finished. I've had lunch. I've ordered a coffee from Luckin Coffee before I go home on the app already. So I use the app to order it, to pre-order it. So when I go, I don't have to wait for so long, and I can just pick it up. Although it says here it's not going to be ready for another 15 minutes. Hopefully it'll be ready sooner than that though, and then I can go home. Always so humid and so sweaty. I'm home. I just picked up my quantity of a bath mat. So, oh, we're gonna open it. It was really quite cheap, so I hope it's good enough quality. Just a big bath mat. Oh yeah, seems fine. Looks like this. I always put takeaway stuff in these bags, which I don't know, I think it's quite wasteful. I know you can recycle these, but there's just, yeah, at least this isn't all plastic. This is all recyclable. But otherwise, I've seen so many use like lots of plastic bags. At least this is also cardboard, and I think, yeah, even their straws are cardboard, which is good. But yeah, he did a takeaway for me because I asked him to, and I was obviously riding my bike. Been working, well, been revising, not even revising, well, I find it really interesting how when I was at school and even at uni, we found it really weird to use the word studying to describe studying. Like in England, we just didn't use the verb study to talk about work. We would refer to our uni work or our homework as work. We wouldn't say, oh, I'm studying, we'd say, oh, I'm working. Even though I know in other countries they would use the verb working to mean if you have a job and you're working, but we would always say, oh, I know I need to do work, I have work, I need to work. But now, a few years later, we're now using the word studying because it's just weird because I never used to use it, but I think with StudyTube and everything, we just started using the verb, but we never actually used to use that in England before. But yeah, I was actually working. But when I say working, I mean doing my Chinese work. And now I'm gonna go out and get some food to bring back home to actually start my job work. Yeah, it's just weird for me to say studying. I'm back with my food. I think in the future, I might start cooking food and stuff because although it's fairly cheap in China, it's still not as cheap as it used to be or as cheap as other countries. Each meal is about, this cost me about maybe just under £3, which isn't expensive obviously, but every day it can add up, and I do think that it probably would be cheaper if I eventually started cooking a few meals for myself here and there, because I'm always going to eat lunch out because I'm at uni at that time, and the school canteen is pretty cheap as well. But for dinner and stuff, I will probably look to start cooking, but I just haven't had the time, and I don't have the time on weekdays at the moment to cook, but maybe in the future. I've also been struggling to get in my greens, hence why I said maybe I'm going to start cooking. But today the place I went to had lots of vegetables, so I asked for lots of vegetables. This is what I got. So unlike Ali went to wait for his documents at 9 AM and it's now 12.
Yeah.
I only went at 11, but we still can't pick them up. So we're having lunch. We've been told to go back at 2. I'm gonna go back now and photocopy this and get some pictures taken and then go back to school and get my other documents. Yeah, it's always such a long process. Such a long process. Back again at the university office. 4:30 in the afternoon and I've just got all of my documents and I just want to go home now. I really wanted to go to the police station today, but it closes at 5, so there's not enough time. So I'm just gonna head back. I've done barely any Mandarin today, apart from reviewing some vocab while I was waiting. But it's just been waiting and photocopying and talking to other students. Yeah, it's not really been a hugely productive day, but it's also been productive in the sense that I finally have all of these documents that I need to go and get my residence permit, which is great. So I can finally go tomorrow and get it, hopefully it goes smoothly, we'll see. As you can see, it's been raining. Hello, how are you? I'm okay, I'm just tired. Had a really lovely catch-up call and now I'm working. Luckily the app that I am testing works on my phone now. It wasn't working before, so I'm just going through that at the moment, which is actually quite fun, but lots of work to do before tomorrow. Good morning. Looking a little bit messy this morning. I've just ordered my coffee and my banana bread already to the uni coffee shop to go and pick up. I'm heading off to my business Chinese class this morning. It is raining, it is dreary, it is quite cold today. Picked it up.想去别的地方。你呢？已经有。
10月30有。
哦。My video. We've been waiting for more than 1 hour, right? Waiting at the immigration center. 你叫什么名字？
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 我叫华林。我叫沙赫。
你们是哪国人？哪国人？
Where am I country? Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan.
I'm from Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. You're telling me about your country. It's very white.
All the building white, all the car white, it's very beautiful, clear country, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same in my country, it's very cheap.
Yeah.
The cheaper country that I've ever seen.
Your country?
Yeah, it's very cheap, very good.
So I waited there for 2 hours, only to be told when I finally got there that there was a problem with my documents, which the visa centre at Lisbon actually told me. But then she said that they're just worried that there's going to be a problem because when I apply for my residence permit in China, when I get there might be an issue because the dates are wrong. But when the university gave me all the documents and stuff, it had the dates for this year, but my original admission notice and letter has obviously the old dates, the original dates. So they said that there's a problem, and so I have to go back and get the university to stamp where the dates are wrong for them to kind of show that, oh no, they're verified that this document is still valid. So I'm in a taxi now going back to uni to get the office to stamp it, and then hopefully going to make it back to the immigration centre to get it done today, because they have a really big holiday starting next week or end of next week, and I just want to get this application done before that, and I just want to get it sent in as soon as possible. Also, my visa expires in a week or so during the holiday or before the holiday starts, so I have to get it done. And I don't want to be waiting for ages. I don't want to spend tomorrow on a Saturday at that place. So I'm in a taxi to go back, and hopefully, because it closes at 5, so I've only got 2 hours, but hopefully that's enough. And when I go back, I'm not gonna wait because I already have a ticket number, so I'm just gonna go straight there and say, look, I've got it stamped, please process my documents. At least it was so fast for the office to stamp my document. Now I'm waiting for the taxi back to the immigration office, and hopefully I'll be able to at least submit the first part and finish the first step. So many stages, such a long process, nothing's ever easy. I feel so unwell from rushing about, but I'm back. They accepted my documents, I've got the next number to wait to submit everything, and then it's done. I actually feel sick though, I've been running around so much, I feel unwell.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I finally did it. I finally, I can pick up my passport on the 19th of October. Yes, finally. I'm glad. Huh?
Only the sports that they are not.
Have you used the bike before?
Yeah.
Oh, you have, okay. You have. Rosa's over there. We're gonna cycle back to uni. Takes 24 minutes, but it's quite a simple route.